Good morning. Today we're making baking powder biscuits from scratch. Oh, I love food from scratch. I'm adding in 2 cups of all-purpose flour. It must be sifted. I haven't done this in quite a while, and I said, oh, I just feel like making biscuits today. It's a rainy, dreary day. We're getting the remnants from the hurricane from down in Florida. It finally came up here, so we're having a little rain today. So I'm adding in another cup of flour, making 2 cups all together. There's nothing better than homemade food. Oh, it tastes so yummy. Oh. Now what I want to do now is I want to add in 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay. This is going to make the biscuits rise. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I now want to add in 1/3 cup of shortening. I'm sorry, folks, but we cannot always use butter on everything we want to use. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to put this in here and start cutting it up like with a knife until it resembles cornmeal. There we go. I always prefer to use butter, but sometimes in certain things you just can't. Okay, let me get my knife. Make sure it's clean. Start shortening on, but I always just want to make sure everything is clean so it doesn't ruin the recipe. And many times this has happened, folks, that the recipe's actually been destroyed. Now we're going to... This has to resemble cornmeal. It's nothing better than something that's homemade, folks. Oh. Sure we get everything out, because sometimes you don't get everything out, and the recipe doesn't come out the way you want it to come out. Yeah, it's just about everything is out. I know this stuff doesn't look very pleasant, folks, but unfortunately, sometimes you have to use shortening instead of butter. It's just unfortunate, but there's nothing much we can do about it. And what I want to also add in is salt. Sometimes when you bake, you got to add in salt. So I'm adding in a teaspoon of salt. There we go. Right. Mix this all together. Okay, I want this to resemble cornmeal. That's the whole idea of this. And I'm going to make a wall in it and pour in the milk. If it's too dry, you got to add more. Let me just wash this spoon real fast because I'm going to use this spoon to mix everything up. And then we're going to roll. We're not going to really roll. What we're going to do is we're going to knead it. Sometimes a pie crusher has to use shortening also. It's not just one of those things you have to use. Can't help it. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's a miserable day out today. It's, oh, what a shame. This is Labor Day weekend and the weather's just horrible. And I'm going to pour in 3/4 cup of milk gradually. Sometimes it's either too dry, too moist. It's never in the middle. We'll probably have to add in a little bit more milk. And we're going to roll, not roll it, but I'm going to put it on a flour surface. A little bit more milk. There we go. There's no sugar in this at all, folks. We're just going to knead it, and then we're going to cut it out like cookies. And it's starting to roll up. No, not roll up, but it's coming together as a really good dough. Okay. Now what I want to do now, is my hands are not wet. I'm going to put flour here on the surface because we don't want it to stick. There's nothing worse than when something sticks and you just can't do anything with it. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to roll it out. Not roll it out, but use my hand. Let me get some more flour in my hand because now it's sticking to my hands. You ever notice when you want to make something, it always sticks to your hand. Now this dough is definitely staying very firm. I think it's going to be okay. All right. Okay, this is the difference sometimes when you use butter and shortening. It just stays together. You just have to knead it out. Okay. Look at this. Okay, I don't want to do it any further. What I want to do is wash my hands. Folks, always use parchment paper. I'm now going to cut it out. And we're going to put it here. Always use parchment paper, please. There's one thing I always discovered. If you use anything else but parchment paper, it will definitely stick. It's just coming out like really good biscuits. It's going to rise. We're going to do it again. We already have 3 of them out already. Okay. There's nothing better than homemade biscuits in the morning. Oh. Okay, this one's going to fall apart. We got to do it again. Got to flour it more. You got to keep flouring the surface because what happens, folks, is it just sticks. It can even stick to your hands if you're not careful. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Just got to separate it. Come on. Here we go. Now what's going to happen is these biscuits are going to rise. And it's going to be really good. You can serve them with jelly. You can serve them with butter. They're wonderful in the morning. Wonderful. Gonna separate this. Okay, we're going to put these guys in the oven and let them bake for about, I would say, back until they're golden brown. Then here we have homemade baking powder biscuits, and look how beautiful it is inside. Oh, it's so yummy. These are best served with breakfast or dinner. They're homemade. The only thing is I could not use butter in them because sometimes you just can't. Certain things require shortening, and this was as natural as we can get vegetable shortening. From Deborah Wade's Home Country Kitchen, have a great day and enjoy your Labor Day weekend. And please subscribe to my show.